Hello everyone, my name is Chance Brunton and welcome back to the StarCraft II Wings of Liberty campaign. Previously, we just finished storming a Dominion bioweapons research facility, and we discovered that they were growing hybrids there, or cloning them, or something. But we destroyed the facility, collected quite a bit of research, and managed to escape with our lives. Now, when I recorded that, I did not do very well. I only managed to get us the 3 of the 4 Protoss research points available, none of the Zerg research points available, and of course the credits that go along with the mission. But since then, I went back and I did it a little bit better, and I managed to get all of the research. So now we have finished the Protoss tech tree, and we can get the last research here, and we have 30,000 more credits than last time from selling off the Zerg samples. Now, I did this just because it just means going back and trying again and again and being better and concentrating more while not trying to record. But if anybody is interested in actually watching that, let me know in the comments below, because then I could go back, do it again, only recording myself this time, and then post that. But unless anybody's particularly interested, I'd be fine just leaving that as a between the episodes, kind of going back and grinding sort of a thing. And in the meantime, just pushing forward with the rewards we have. Now, before we jump into the next mission, let's look at the choices we can get for our last tech development in the lab. We can get either the tech reactor. This allows us to combine the functionality of reactors with tech labs. So reactors allow us to pump out basic units like Marines and medics. Medics, since we upgraded that in the armory, so now they count as basic. But Marines and medics can be pumped out 2 at a time using the reactor. And the tech lab allows us to produce more advanced units such as Marauders and Firebats. Now there are also other units, Ghosts, which I believe we saw in the mission where we stormed the UNN broadcasting studios on Core Hall using the Odin. We saw the Dominion had some Ghosts, and we will definitely see more of Ghosts in the future. I've been kind of missing out on that part of the storyline, but we'll start picking that up here pretty soon. So there are even more units that we'll be able to create, 2 at a time, if we get the tech reactor that we have not seen yet. Alternatively, there's Orbital Strike, which makes barracks units land by drop pod at the barracks rally point. So we can see in the probably center of the screen, depending on how I zoom this, the reinforcements for the front lines are being dropped in from the barracks. And so that could be really convenient when you've got a weak position that's falling and you need to instantly get it some support. Or if you've got an army roaming around the map, then you can reinforce that army and keep adding on to it without having to run little guys from your production facilities all the way across the map. However, that sounds well and great, and it's a lot of fun, but I think generally the tech reactor is more useful to be able to pump out any kind of unit from a starport, factory, or barracks 2 at a time, or any combination of 2 units at the same time. That's just really useful, and we don't have to then choose like how many barracks we want to build with reactors and how many we want to build with tech labs and so on. We can just build them all with the same add-on and not have to think about it. Gives us a lot of flexibility, and cheaper too. So we'll do that, and we can take a look at this last piece of Protoss text that we'll get to read, and then we'll get into the mission. So, Stetman log entry. All of the containment and reinforced structural integrity theorems I've developed from studying this crystal are starting to, well, crystallize. I think we might be able to contain energies that once required huge machines, or even manufacture structures capable of hot landings from orbital origins with acceptable stresses. I'm a sham. I haven't truly learned anything from this crystal. I've just observed the smallest details from it and somehow wrangled a few tidbits when the crystal helped me. I don't understand how the Protoss can possess technology of this magnitude and not rule the known universe. Perhaps they simply don't want to. Last entry on this sample. I figured out where it's putting all that excess energy. It's feeding the Hyperion, subtly helping the ship, balancing out some of the more ragged systems. It's giving of itself, and has been since it got here. Swan is excited that the ship is running so well, but he has no idea why, and I'm not going to tell him. Yeah, Swan would probably be very concerned that this thing was messing with all of the ship's systems like that. So if we take a look around, then there's nothing else to do in the cantina. Oh, there's this little note I never noticed before that says "Don't shoot at screen," which is another reference to Raynor's shooting at the screen in Joey Ray's bar early in the game. But I think that's just about everything. The armory console. Is it worth upgrading something? Maybe getting one upgrade. I'm thinking upgrade siege tanks so that they deal less blast damage to friendly units. It's expensive, but if we're going to use a lot of tanks for defensive purposes, then it could be very useful. Alright, so apart from that, now we are ready to start the next mission. The question is, which mission are we going to start? A new questline with Redstone 3, follow up on the artifacts with Tyrador 8, or go to Haven and finish up with the colonists. I'm thinking of going to Redstone, because I probably should have done it a while ago.
I hear the mighty Jim Raynor's on the move, but short on funds. The planet Redstone's got the most valuable minerals around, and with the Zerg invasion, the Kelmorians backed up and left it all behind. Some enterprising men could turn a big profit there. Meet me at Redstone if you want a piece of the action.
So we can help Gabriel Tosh with the mining of Redstone 3. This was one of the first missions that became available, but I've waited a long time in the game to actually get started on this, just because it's really a painful mission. But fun. Fun and interesting. Redstone system.
Heck of a place. I ever mention how much I hate volcanic planets?
Good to see you made it. They call me Tosh. You help me mine the minerals I need, and I'll make it worth your while.
What's the catch?
Well, this place is a little unstable.
How so?
The low ground gets flooded with lava every few minutes.
Oh, good.
Of course, that's where the richest mineral nodes are found. But that'll be no problem for a big, tough guy like you.
Sir, I'm also picking up Zerg biosignatures on the surface. We'll need to spend some of what we mine just to defend the operation. The more we spend, the longer this is gonna take.
Lava and Zerg. Two of my favorite things. Let's do this.
They're usually found together. In fact, the Zerg homeworld of Char is a volcanic planet, which is why Raynor said that he hates volcanic planets so much. Anyway, this mission has some similar mechanics to Cutthroat, I believe it was called, which is the mission where we had to gather the minerals to pay off Mirahan's forces so she'd fight against Orlan with us. And the similar mechanic is this balancing of spending and saving resources. However, the rest of it is different. Oh, and of course, going around the map collecting resources. So we'll start by building a tech reactor right away. We're going to have a lot more tech than we're supposed to have for this mission because we've waited a long time to do it. So that'll make it easier than intended, hopefully. So that's nice.
Alert. Lava surge imminent. Evacuate low ground immediately.
Lava's rising. Get those SCVs to high ground, right now.
Should be able to wait a moment to pull the SCVs and pull them now. And they just barely made it out in time. Okay, so that was great. That allowed us a few more seconds of mining by waiting until the last second to pull those SCVs. Let's start producing some more units to guard the base and station them in bunkers.
All clear. It is now safe to proceed with mining operations.
This counter shows the estimated time until the next lava surge. Move all units and structures to high ground when a surge is imminent.
So you can see here I've called down mules from our orbital command, which will expedite the mining process greatly. And the tech reactor is making it faster and easier to build up units to store in our defenses. Our bunkers are reinforced and hold 6 units, so they're going to be very tough to take down.
I got some friends coming to help you out. Reapers.
Go, go, go! Reapers, you say? Hell, cowboy, we gotta train more of these guys. They're seriously badass.
Yeah, they're pretty good for this. So now, what do we want in these bunkers? Probably a couple of fire bats and a couple of medics, and we'll hotkey the bunkers so that we can stim them. So these Reapers can jump up and down cliffs. They're very fast. They are incredibly powerful against buildings.
Some of my boys disappeared in this area. Wanna see if they're still alive.
Alright, we need some more Vespine gas. So that we can get some upgrades and train some...
Just a reminder, sir. The more minerals we expend on forces, the longer it's going to take to reach our goal. Try to be economical.
Well, I'll try, Matt, but really it is worth it to spend some money to make some money here.
Sir, scanners show a large biosignature close to your position. A brutalist, I think. If you could kill it, that'd get our research off to a flying start.
Oh, I forgot. We've got these automated refineries, which is going to really make things a lot easier.
Mineral field depleted.
Because now we don't need SCVs and a resource harvesting building like the command center nearby to collect the resources. That's going to be really nice.
Insufficient Vespine gas. Base is
Oh,
under
we're getting
attack.
attacked down below, but it's fine. Zerg aren't even close to being able to break in.
Yes, sir!
Not right now, anyway, but their attacks will probably get more powerful. So as I was saying, with the Reapers, they are faster than most other things. They can jump up and down cliffs, which is really handy. They are extremely powerful against buildings and light biological units, such as Zerglings. Oh, another lava surge is coming. Run the SCVs to high ground. And then we'll have to move our mining operation.
Seismic activity is increasing. Caution is advised.
Big job, huh?
We'll move our mining to the
Alert.
low ground
Lava surge imminent. Evacuate low ground immediately.
once the lava surge is over. Their biggest weakness is that they can't attack air units, which is very unfortunate.
Go ahead.
All clear. It is now safe to proceed with mining operations.
So let's see, let's get this command center taken care of and all situated
Not enough energy.
with a couple of mules to expedite mining. And then let's run the Reapers north, because I know some of Tosh's men are up there,
On the way.
as well as some Zerg.
Right.
But we had enough Reapers to just disintegrate them.
Base is under.
Tosh sent you to help? About time. Let's finish up this contract and get the hell off this planet.
Alright, so now we've collected an orbital command center and a few SCVs. So that's nice. That
In the
can
rear with the gear.
potentially help with our mining.
Upgrade complete.
And up here there should be some more Reapers, I believe, who can help us out. Great.
You want something?
And how are our upgrades coming? Our upgrades are going to be really useful. So let's upgrade some more weapons so the Reapers do even more damage, and then we should upgrade their armor. Well, the main thing we really have to be careful about...
Since you're doing right by me, I'll do right by you. Here's the coordinates of the nearest mineral nodes.
as I said, are the flying units.
All right.
Although various other things can pose a problem too. Is our mining back on track? Our mining is not back on track. We need to get it onto track.
Big job, huh?
There we go.
What's going
And
on?
now we are mining from 2 bases. That will expedite things. So I believe Stetman
Not
said that
enough
there is a
energy.
Brutalisk that we could kill for research points in the lower right-hand corner of the map. We will check that
Mineral
out,
field depleted.
but we will not check it out right away.
Mineral
Because
field depleted.
we really just need to build up our forces a little bit first. Taking out that Brutalisk will be difficult.
Here comes the
Mineral field depleted.
This mission would probably be nicer with a little bit more
Mineral
air
field
support,
depleted. Mineral field
but
depleted.
we don't really have
Grim Reaper
very good
has
options
arrived.
on that line
Oh, that's all.
to go to yet, just yet.
Mineral field depleted.
Let's do
So
this.
we'll have to leave that
Agreed.
and just work with these
Mineral
guys.
field
If we
depleted.
find Mutalisks, we'll just have to
Base
run
is
away.
under attack.
What's it worth?
Let's see if we can kill off some of these Zerglings with the
Mineral
Reapers.
field depleted.
And let's send all our SCVs to the high ground, because we are about to be having a bad
Mineral
day.
field depleted.
Oh, and let's get our Reapers up there too.
Seismic activity is increasing. Caution is advised.
Death from
Alright, well we can pick up some other
Alert.
Reapers while we're in our
Lava surge
base.
imminent. Evacuate low ground immediately.
That's nice, and then we'll just wait for the lava surge to be over.
kill.
Let's pull a medic out of a bunker so it can start healing some of the Reapers.
The Grim Reaper has arrived.
Should only take a moment. Now all our Reapers are full health. Excellent.
You want something?
And keep training more Reapers.
All clear. It is now safe to proceed with mining operations.
Okay, let's proceed with mining operations. Let's land these orbital command centers. Let's send these SCVs out.
Got something for me
And
to
we've got
kill.
2,800 minerals. Okay,
Certainly. Oh, that's all? All right.
it's not
Let's
too bad.
do
Mineral
this.
field depleted.
The Grim Reaper has arrived.
Let's set up this orbital command center right here. And then we will mine from two sets of fields at the same time.
Go ahead.
And let's get the Reapers to collect some resources that we missed from the top of that cliff.
What's it worth? Yes,
Okay, start mining SCVs.
Base is under attack.
Base is under attack. We need to go deal with that.
The Grim Reaper.
Okay, there's a Mutalisk, the first flying unit we'll see. All the SCVs have been killed. There's nothing more to do but retreat to base. Let's get the Reapers up here, and it might be worth taking out the Brutalisk now. I think we may have enough to be able to do that.
Fear the Reaper, man.
Let's try it. So the big thing about the Brutalisk is fairly slow.
Handle.
So if we can stay ahead of it,
The Grim Reaper has arrived.
then it shouldn't be a problem. There we go.
I'm going. What's
Our
it
massive
worth?
number of
I'm listening.
upgrades have really helped with that.
Your men work fast. We've already got half the minerals we need.
Yeah.
What?
After our first armor upgrade finishes, we'll max out our weapons
Yes,
upgrade.
indeed. On the way. All right.
The main thing for being able to do this mission quickly and efficiently is to pick up lots of resources
Going.
with the
I'm
Reapers.
going has arrived. Let's do this.
So we are doing that currently. Doing pretty well, I think. Oh, the Reapers did really well against those Broodlings. We're starting to get to a point where we have sufficient numbers of Reapers and upgrades that we can just roll through most of the Zerg forces.
On the way. Done.
No problem.
That's all?
And that is
Yeah,
extremely
baby.
useful. It
All
minimizes our losses,
Fair enough.
which means that we maintain this advantage.
Mineral field depleted.
And let's see. Bonus objectives. Locate Tosh's miners. Okay, we only need to locate the SCVs for that. Tosh has several more groups of Reapers scattered around the map, but I don't think finding them gives us any real bonus except for the fact
I
that they join
scanned
us.
for mineral outcrops before we landed. Sending more data to you now.
Fair enough.
Alright, so we're taking out one more hatchery. And then there's these eggs. Funny thing about
Base
Zerg
is
eggs,
our
they are one of the most
SCVs
heavily
under
armored things
attack.
the Zerg
Mineral
has.
field depleted.
Alright, what's going on up here? Where are we being attacked? Our defenses, that's
Seismic
fine.
activity is increasing.
Oh.
Caution is advised.
Gotta retreat the SCVs. Back to the high ground quickly.
Alert. Lava surge
Oh, they'll make it
imminent.
fine.
Evacuate low ground immediately.
Let's pick up some of the resources from here.
Almost done, Mr. Rena. Just a few more minerals to go.
Yes, indeed.
Fair enough. Agreed.
Did we get resources from any building that dies? No, I think we only get resources for
All
hatcheries.
clear. It is now safe to proceed with mining operations.
Alright, this... Ooh, we're getting really heavily injured here. Retreat, retreat! Just pick up some of these minerals. Oh, those mutalisks are really tearing us apart. Let's pick up a few more minerals here.
Right, on the way.
Retreat all our forces, and we're gonna lose all of our Reapers. Oh, but we got these guys, and they can pick up a couple extra resources, and we're done. Okay. That was a...
All right, boys,
green
nice work. We got what we came for. Now let's get out of this hellhole.
Finished already? You really are as good as they say, Mr. Rayner. I'm thinking you and I got a lot more business we can be talking about.
My green screen just collapsed on me. Hold on one moment. Well, that's never happened before. I didn't notice that. I apologize if that leaves any artifacts in the video that I'm unable to clean up in post-production. But my green screen just fell on top of me. So that was interesting. But anyway, we finished off the Devil's Playground. So we managed to collect a lot of resources and started the Tosh storyline sub-arc, I suppose you could call it. So that will lead to a series of missions with Tosh. Hyperion Bridge, 1932 shipboard time.
Nice work, sir. The payoff from Redstone really got us back on our feet.
Why is that Tosh guy aboard?
He wanted to talk to you in person, sir. Something about conducting more business ventures together.
You do any digging on him?
Of course. And he's no pirate. Rumor has it he's a renegade ghost. And until he vanished, he was one of the Dominion's top assassins. Now Manx hates him almost as much as he hates you.
Well, I like this guy already. Just the same, we'd best keep an eye on him.
Yes, sir.
The enemy of our enemy is our friend. Hyperion Cantina, 25 minutes later. Alright, so Tosh should be somewhere, probably on the bridge. So let's talk to everybody, and we might as well start here in the cantina, since that's where Rayner's kicking back, and then we'll make our way around the ship.
You ever heard of a guy named Gabriel Tosh?
Only rumors. Way I hear it, he was mixed up in some covert branch of the Ghost program that produced some real scary badasses. Word was, Tosh snapped and went rogue. I'd play it real cool with that kind. He'd cut your throat soon as look at you.
I've dealt with rogue ghosts before. It's the one still working for Manx I got a problem with.
Sarah Kerrigan was a ghost before she became the Queen of Blades. She was a Confederate ghost that went rogue to help them overthrow the Confederacy. So a ghost I mentioned I think I may have mentioned before are augmented soldiers. They're kind of like snipers, only they have special abilities based on psionics, which is the what the Protoss have. Basically, they have powers such as telekinesis and telepathy and even cloaking, which are capable, or which is possible with advanced augmentation. In general, the Protoss can do all this stuff kind of with the power of their mind. There's a physics to it, but the physics is well above human understanding generally. Well, I shouldn't say maybe well above, because we have started to understand enough that we can develop augments to access some of that capability, which isn't normally enough with humans to do anything, and create super soldiers, basically ghosts. And so apparently, according to Tychus, he was in a special branch of ghosts that we'll learn more about soon. So now let's check the news.
Donnie Vermillion, UNN, your first, last, and only stop for the truth. Tonight, our own Kate Lockwell uncovers a secret shadow war waged by our brave Dominion ghosts against a ruthless hidden enemy.
Thanks, Donnie. I'm talking live with a specialist in the Dominion. I understand that you and your comrades have been against a group of... What can you tell us about that?
Well, Kate, I'm not allowed to say much, but I can tell you, and his allies will not. We expect them very soon.
I think we'll all sleep a little better tonight, knowing our Dominion forces are watching over us. For UNN, I'm Donnie Vermillion.
Very informative. Now, that's a little bit of a strange broadcast, because, like I said, I should have done these missions before, probably. And so, that, I think, was really meant to be played before the Dominion was falling apart. So, it's a little bit weird and out of order. But still, it's fine.
Just out of curiosity, I did some tests on the minerals from Redstone. I thought you should know I found trace quantities of jorium, a rare crystal with very unique properties.
I'm all ears, Doc. What kind of properties?
Jorium resonates at the same frequency as certain brainwaves. It's been theorized that it could be used to stimulate brain activity or even produce psionic abilities in human subjects.
What the hell does Tosh want that for?
Well, that sounds suspiciously like something that might be involved in some kind of ghost program, stimulating psionic abilities. Oh, now we have upgrades available for the last infantry unit that we'll get upgrades for. Apparently, I think ghosts are infantry, but they fall under a different category, like maybe under Dominion. But we now have access to upgrades for Reapers, so we can give them additional range and damage, or we can give them cluster bombs to do great damage to groups of units. I don't really think either of those are particularly useful because, honestly, probably not going to be using Reapers very much on account of the fact that they're so weak. I think we can always come back if things prove otherwise, but I think generally speaking, it's not worth wasting the credits on. So let's see what Tosh has to say.
Ah, he is the man. We make a good team, me and you.
Why are you here, Tosh? Our business is done unless you got something else for me.
Yeah, I got another job for us on a world called Belshia. Interested?
Maybe. But what's in it for me? Piracy ain't exactly my chosen path.
Everyone knows Jim Raynor wants to put the hurt on Mengsk. I can help you with that. I can help you big time.
I'll think about it. For the time being, welcome aboard the Hyperion. We'll talk later.
All right. Did Swan have something to say? No, he didn't. All right, so let's check the map. Now, our other missions will stay the same, Haven and Tirador, but now we have Belshir, which is the follow-up to Tosh's mission.
There's a rare gas on Belshir, the Protoss skull, the breath of creation. They think it'd be a gift from their gods. We call it Terrazine, and it'd be worth a fortune to the right bidder. Of course, those Protoss will kill us if they catch us on their holy ground. Or at least they'll try.
So that's probably what we'll do in the next episode. At any rate, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.
Oh look, by repeatedly spam clicking everything, I get monkeys.
I'm pretty sure that there's a monster back there.
Oh, he's right there! Oh, God, I ran the wrong way! I ran the wrong way!
Oh. That could have saved me 100 lives right now. Oh. Why?